2Gstyles. I wanted to get close up onto this beach, but it's not a possibility. They won't let us get closer with the cars because they come in through here to put their boats in. I guess some people pay good money to park down here, so they got to keep it open. I understand that. It's how it is. That's the spot where I took a walk the other day. I came right along that entire cove. I took a slip too over there. You got to be careful when you're doing that kind of thing. It's a grasshopper. I usually do my live on TikTok. That's where my biggest audience is, but got a 24-hour ban. I don't know if people are going to come into this or not, or how it even works, or how people get notified, or if people have notifications turned on, or what. I'll give this a little shot. If people don't drop in after about 5 minutes or so, then we'll switch platforms and see if there's anybody out there on other platforms. Instagram did pretty good the other day, so maybe we'll try that. I don't just do adventures, I also do music of all different kinds. I make artificial intelligence, art, sculpt, paint, all types of things, really. I just do whatever occurs to me. We're trying to spread a message of peace and love across the planet. There's so much war and pain going on these days. I just want people to stop killing each other. I feel the pain of it every single day, and I'm an empath. It drives me crazy. You know, I don't understand why people can't stop killing each other. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I may use some violence in my music, but it's only to make a point and it's only to express myself. It's not an actual need or want to commit an act of violence. It's just an artistic expression. It's just a style of music that I like. I don't know how these lives work or how people join. We got 2 people in here. Nice. Thank you for joining me. It's much appreciated. I didn't know if anyone would join in or not, but this is a great spot. I really wanted to get right up there close to my car. This person is going to get told to move because I had my car backed right up. We were going to chill out and just watch backwards and just check out this whole view and just chill. But, you know, whatever. The universe works in mysterious ways. I met these guys over there. They're really cool. They want to make some music later. I got my mobile studio with me. So we're going to go link up later on, make some music, make some rap. It's going to be nice. I haven't worked with anyone else before, so I've never really worked anyone else's voice but my own, except for like samples and stuff. So it should be pretty interesting to work with somebody else's voice. I'm sure I could put that sauce on it. And I could do it all right from GarageBand, right from my phone, which is pretty cool. I spend hours and hours and hours just messing around with the different, you know, faders and different stuff you can use and do to your voice. I love playing with music, you know. I love making each song sound different. And I never make the same song twice. I never record the same song twice. I never sing the same song twice. A lot of what I do is just head or like I improvise a little. In the beginning, I was doing nothing but writing, but I found that to be much more stiff. So what I'll do is maybe write something loose and then just sort of work off of that. You know what I mean? Just like, I'll have a basic guideline and then I'll add whatever ad-libs or whatever. I'm starting to experiment more with like different techniques. I want to branch out and I want to create a unique sense of style, you know, that's all my own. And I'm kind of bored of people, you know, listening to the same thing over and over and over and over and over. It's just not my thing. Unless it's something I really like Immortal Technique, Apathy, Necro, these guys, these are my motivation, you know. These guys have power when they sing. They have this voice about them, you know what I mean? It just conveys strength. And that's what I'm trying to do with my music. That's what I try to do in my life, is just be strong. Try to be as strong as possible, you know. You got to deal with your emotions. but don't be a victim permanently, you know? You got to get past all that stuff. You can't just get trapped and stuck. A lot of people get stuck. I was stuck for a long time. It took me over 20 years to beat alcoholism and really change my life into a way that something I could be proud of. Now mentally I feel strong, like I could get through anything, you know, and that's a good place to be. And I want to show people that you can be there too, you know, like I'm nothing special. I'm just a regular person like anybody else. I'm not trying to be anything more than what I am. Just trying to express myself and show people that you don't have to be trapped in addiction. You don't have to be trapped in old ways of thinking. You don't have to be stuck in the past. You can let go, you can forgive, and you can move on. That's how processing works. That's what emotions are. They're a processing center. They're not a place to live. When you feel something, go through it and then get past it and move on with your life. I know some things are traumatic. I've been through many, 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 many traumatic things. And I'm telling you, if I told you the stories, it would blow your freaking mind. And I won't, because that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to say that you can get over anything. Oh, sorry about that. Hey, what's going on, guys? Sorry, I didn't even see there's a bunch of comments down here. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining me. I know the signal, it might be chopping out on me. We just got 100 gigs of data, so I don't know why that would have happened, but it happens. I only speak English, but I use a translator. So when I find videos that look interesting to me, I'll translate whatever the words, because I have a close relationship with artificial intelligence. So it's not very hard for me to quickly and easily find out what it is I'm looking at, what I'm hearing, you know. These days it's simple. How's it going? I really appreciate people stopping in. I didn't know if people would stop in on YouTube or not. I got banned from TikTok because I went to the Penn Center in St. Catharines and I didn't even need to go. I could do it over the phone. I got a better, whatever, I got 100 gigs instead of 35 now, so 120 with the roaming, which is good. For a $10 increase was a pretty good price. Freedom Mobile. I don't know how the signal's doing. Yeah, a lot of my friends are from India. One of my good friends, Gulshan, is from India. He's a really wonderful person. Yeah, I'm the least racist person on the face of this earth. I believe that all people are the same. We're all living in unity. That's the way it should be. All this competition and racism and all this sexual crap doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I'm just a kind person, you know. I just walk through the world with a smile on my face and try to be nice to everybody, regardless. Because you never know what people are going through in their lives. And you got to be kind, because you push on the wrong person at the wrong moment and you could really hurt somebody. We don't know anyone else's story, man. And some people are super sensitive. Like, I'm tough, but some people are really sensitive. And if you do something to them, it could affect them all day long, maybe even longer than that. You got to be careful. Hopefully the signal's holding out. Oh, I appreciate that. Nice. Thank you for letting me know. There was a homeless population living on this beach for a while. They made a pretty big mess in the back. Yeah, thanks a lot for joining me. This is a nice beach. It used to be a lot bigger. We've had some flooding over the years. Beautiful, huge tree. Yeah, that tree is massive. To be Be a tree. I'd live like 500 or 1,000 years. That'd be crazy. Can you imagine how much you could learn in 1,000 years? Some people say they wouldn't want to live forever, but me, I would live forever. You know how many people we would help? If you could live that long, who knows what kind of powers you could unlock inside the human mind? Who knows what we're truly capable? We haven't been around long enough to know. Something created all of this. And if something that created us has the power to create all of this, what kind of power did it bestow upon us that we're not aware of? That's the bigger question. Because all I know, since I started trying to manifest good things into my life by using the power of peace, love, and positive energy, nothing but good things have been happening to me. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to stay in my van and relax. I got to be careful with the sun. Yeah. Oh. Just fell in a hole. Don't look at your screen when you're trying to walk. Here, I'll get it nicer. I'll get closer to the water. All these shells are not natural. They had to put these shells because they've taken too much sand from the beach. It's the same thing that's happened to Toronto, if you noticed the flooding the other day. They've taken so much sand from the beaches and built so many heavy buildings out of it, the land is literally sinking. It's sad to see my home falling apart like that, because when I was a kid, it was never like that. But then I couldn't afford to go there and live now if I wanted to. I could never go home again. The rent is too expensive. Yeah, the thing is with the fresh tattoos, I can't spray on anything. I can use deodorant still and like stuff like that, but I can't put chemicals on my neck. I usually wear the high SPF, usually at least 80. I use the spray stuff. It's quicker and easier. Yeah, if those guys link with me later, that'd be cool as hell. I don't have any local guys to chill with anymore. Exactly. Florida and that is all going to be underwater. California. A friend of mine says there's a massive, like a massive earthquake coming. The universe has been talking to him about it. He's pretty worried about it. And he's the kind of person I trust, so I don't know. I don't know if the signal just went out. I got 0 people in here. I don't know if the numbers are wonky or... The Earth has destroyed itself all the way down to 0.00001% of life. Numerous times throughout the course of the history of the planet. So, there's no way of knowing what the original life on this planet really was. Yeah, it's weird, right? It like went to 0, now it's back to 1. It's low tide, so you can get across. I assume the YouTube audience wouldn't be as big, not for this kind of thing. Welcome, welcome. This is why they don't want people having fires, because it makes such an ugly mess. Oh, nice. That's good to know. Thanks for letting me know that. I didn't know if people actually were getting notifications or not. Ever. Even if they only pop in for a few minutes, if they come in off of that notification, that still counts in my stats. Yeah, I don't know how the lives on here work. I don't know if they work the same way that TikTok does, where you can view them from without coming into the room, or you have to click on it. I don't think I watched a lot of lives, not really. I think they're on point because there's a lot of money involved with the advertising and all that kind of thing. It'll take me a little bit of time to figure out what the viewers on YouTube want to see exactly. I don't know if they're interested in this kind of thing or not. You know, I do a lot of adventuring, so if beach watching is not people's thing, I'm sure eventually I'll figure it out. Find something that people like. Yeah, you got to click on it, huh? Okay, so that is how it works. It means that then it leaves a number behind then somewhere in the analytics. I'm still new to all this live and recording and all that. I'm sure eventually I'll find somebody who likes to record. And then we'll work on the editing together, and that person can follow me around and record me. And that way you guys can always see me, and I don't have to take the risk of constantly holding a camera in my hand. It'll also make everything a little more interesting because you'll fully see me in every video rather than just a view. I'm sure we'll find that sooner than later. We just got to find a videographer. I know there's one out there. They got to be a videographer that likes adventure as much as I do. I love being outside, honestly. I would, if I didn't have to other things to do in my life, I would just spend my entire life living out of my car. There's absolutely no reason for me to pay rent. You know how much money I would save? No bills. I appreciate that. I guess you don't know your own skill level. I just do what I do. I met Tony Ayo one time, if I didn't tell anyone about that. I went to the concert and I paid extra to go chill with him, talk to him. And I got to actually send a video thing to 50 Cent. I think that's when they planned their little, the concert that they had here. I didn't get to go to it because the tickets were completely sold out in the front. And I did not want to be that far back. But Tony Ayo is an awesome guy. I actually got to fist bump him and be in his proximity. He's such a smiley, happy guy. I'm sure 50 Cent is a great guy too. I know these artists and musicians and all that, they all seem crazy and their music is hard as fuck, but I'm telling you, most of these people are really smart. They're really nice people, down-to-earth people. You know, they're just same thing as me trying to spread a message and the best way they can. They're artistic people, you know. Those are the kind of people I want to access. Like people like the RZA and stuff. Wow, these people are my idols. Like, I've been following them my entire life. Their music has literally held me up when I was falling down. You know, Onyx, Sticky Fingers, Fredro Starr. I have so much mad love for these people and respect. Like, they never would know it, but this blonde-haired white guy has been following them his whole life, and they have been here supporting me without even realizing it. You know, their music has literally held me up. You know, like, I got the Onyx symbol tattooed on my abs. I got the Wu-Tang symbol. I don't know if you can see that shit. Tatted on the six-pack. You know, New York, represent. Their music has influenced my life in a big way. Artists like 50 Cent and Wu-Tang. This is the kind of music I listen to consistently, all day long, every day. I don't have any delusions of grandeur or anything. I'm just trying to express myself and maybe even motivate a few people who have some serious talent to pursue their dreams and do something with their lives rather than just sit around and do nothing. You know, one day I just decided I was done being drunk. I was done being a loser. I was done sitting on my butt, and it was time to do something. And so I decided to start learning how to do my music for myself. Started learning FL Studio, which I was told would never happen. You cannot learn it on your own. Well, I learned that on my own. I learned everything you see in my work is all me. I never been to school or anything. I dropped out of school in grade 10. I had to survive. We didn't have time for all that back then, man. Money was more important. Like, we had to eat. I was eating canned tomatoes and shit when I was a kid. Like, what are you gonna do? Going to food banks and struggling to survive on the streets. You know, I moved out of my house, kicked out in the streets at 13. I couldn't, I was, you know, a weed head. I wanted to friggin' run the streets and sell drugs and drink and all the craziness. It wasn't working, you know? That kind of lifestyle doesn't pay off. You gotta do something with your life. Don't waste your time, especially if you're young. If you're in your 20s right now, stop wasting your time. Because by the time you reach 40 like me and you don't have anything, you're gonna be trying to rebuild your life at the age of 40. And I'm telling you right now, it's a challenge, man. This world does not easily accept a 43-year-old man trying to just do what I'm doing, you know? There's a lot of mistrust, there's a lot of weird thoughts and all kind of crazy. But I'm literally just a motivator, a singer, an artist, you know? I consider myself to be an artist above all other things. I can't separate myself from the art. Literally, my body itself is part of the art. Exactly. Sorry, I can't walk and stare at the screen. I didn't realize you were saying something. Exactly. Whew. My body is so tired. I have been going and going and going and going for weeks. I was really hoping to get to relax on this beach. Whew. Just walking sideways. A little plus sign here at the bottom. We'll see what that does. Start a poll. Okay, what's this one? Chat filter, community moderation. What's this one? Lightning, microphone. Oop, just tripping in a hole. Guess these are different filters you can use. Don't want to accidentally do that again. Yeah, it's weird because you're still here, but there's 0 on the counter. Maybe it counts you when you come in or something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to learn more about how the view counter works. Yeah, it's weird. Man, I gotta stop to see what it says. Yeah, I was just testing to see what all these little side buttons do. I've only used the YouTube. That's freaking gross. Tampons on the beach. They dumped so much garbage from Toronto that night of the flood, and it's all showing up here on the beach. That's Toronto right over there. There's some kind of music in the background here. Somebody's playing something. There's a bunch of bars up along here. That water sound is awesome. I really wanted to take a nap on the beach. It seems like TikTok Live is a little more interactive. I gotta charge the selfie stick. I keep freaking forgetting. And then I can have it and it won't bounce like this when I walk. It does work like that. I just never get around to charging the stupid thing. Look how freaking dirty that is. That's disgusting. Do not get in this water. If you're anywhere around Lake Ontario and you're seeing this, do not, by any means, get into this water. Not unless you want a major skin infection. I'm telling you right now, especially if you're female, please do not. It's because they dumped all that sewage down there from Toronto and it's all come this way because we're literally on the other side. It's freaking gross. That's toilet water and people are swimming in here. They're not even aware of it. This is what we're talking about. We're talking about people being asleep. They're completely unaware of their surroundings. Like if you get that on your skin for a long period of time, the kind of chemicals that are in that water, like what kind of chemicals do they even use to half treat the water in the first place? Like that's not the full process. So it's some sort of midway process. So I can't imagine how toxic that's gotta be. Like I understand it's something that had to happen, but you gotta be careful. It's not legal, but the problem is the whole city was overflowing and it was happening anyway. So they had no choice, I guess. At least that's what I heard. Honestly, I don't see anything about that story going around too much. And I don't watch TV, so it was basically word of mouth as it was happening. Just like the whole Trump getting shot in the ear. I tend to not find out about things right away anymore because I just can't stand watching the news. If I turn on my TV, it's very specifically to watch exactly what I'm trying to watch. I'm not interested in all the hidden messages and mind control they're trying to place into all these TV shows and shit these days. Trying to make you bias in one direction or another against one subject or another. I'm surprised Hollywood's still trying that shit because so many of us are wide awake now. Like we see it. Can't hide that shit no more. Too many of us can see exactly what you're trying to do. That programming me. You stop so I can try to see what you're saying here. Exactly. Shot, killed, robbed, some sort of government thing or another, some kind of racism, people against people, dogs and cats, birds and mice. It's the whole nonsense game. They've been playing it our whole lives. You got to keep people afraid if you want to keep them buying things. People will realize you don't need to constantly buy things every day. The world's not coming to an end tomorrow. They've been telling us that shit since I was a kid. Tomorrow keeps coming. The sun keeps rising. It's like that movie, Rock-a-Doodle. Your crow ain't making the sun come up, trust me. It's coming up either way. That's exactly it. Mass confusion, mass hysteria. That's what it's all about. Keep us at odds, keep us controlled, keep us afraid. Once you break the fear, once you get past it, once you realize you can do anything you want, that's it. The game doesn't matter anymore. I don't mean go around being violent and all that. I just mean you can do anything. You can say anything. You don't have to be afraid. All these little fears that have been embedded in you in your whole life, they were programmed in you like that on purpose. They wanted to make sure that you get programmed as a kid so that when you're an adult, you do exactly what they want you to do, which is buy, 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 and buy. You got to keep that system moving. So I got to point downward. I don't want to get people's kids and stuff in a close-up or half-naked people. It's not appropriate. We're not breaking any more rules today. One ban is enough. How's it going? I'm the only one over here on this beach wearing a full pants, long sleeve shirt, and a hat. People probably think I'm crazy. All right, we'll go down this way where there's no people. I'm ready to smoke. The problem with me is I'm a journey guy, right? I love to keep going. Stopping is not usually an option. All right, cool. I appreciate you joining me. It helps my numbers. We'll chill in the spot where I was gonna park. Wow. That was a nice little walk. Yeah, I was backed right up in between these two things, and I was just gonna set up my blankets and just chill and look out. It would have been so nice. If you enjoy this kind of thing, like adventure and stuff, I would love it if you could hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. We're getting closer and closer to our goal every day. There's a lot of people who need my help, and I do not have the funds to help them. So this is the only thing I can think of to try to help, these people who are truly deserving. They're having a very rough go of it, and I wish that I could help them right now, but I don't have the funds. Now on TikTok, I do have some money that people have given me, so I do give that away for free to some people. I'm still learning the system on how much each thing is worth and how to check how much is on the accounts and all that kind of stuff. So I do give some donations in that on TikTok. So whatever people give to me, I give it away. All right, I'm gonna set this camera up down here for a minute. Oop. Getting off with the sickness, the quickness, catch the fist from my wrist, bitch. Better stay back before you catch the gat. Spike bats react fast. I'm really trying to break out of my fear of performing live in front of people. I'm doing the best that I can. Hopefully I'll do some karaoke soon. Get over this shit. It's the last thing holding me back. That's exactly it. Sorry, I had my phone down. I couldn't see what you were saying. I got to do karaoke, man. That's the only way. I got to pick a song. I got a few in mind. And I just got to get it done. I know this really cool karaoke place out in Niagara Falls. Some friends of mine went there before and sang. I'm really debating going out there. I got to start practicing my song. That's what it is. Maybe if I practice for a week and really get the words down cold, because I don't want to be standing there reading a teleprompter. My memory's not the greatest. I smoke a lot of herb. Like I'm at Snoop Dogg level at this point. Okay, let's go this way a bit. My website is www.2Gstylesartandmusic.com. If you want to know more about me, you can check it out there. There's links in my bio. When you get to my website, you'll find all the links to all my pages, everything I've created. I'm doing this for about 4 years, and I've created thousands of posts. I have, almost 900 videos on YouTube. I got, I think, close to 13 or 1,400 videos on TikTok, hundreds others on multiple platforms. I have a massive footprint. If you're trying to find out who I am, it's not that difficult. I've been doing this for quite a while. It's not easy to grow this thing when you don't have any money. So I've just been doing everything I can to post as many videos as I can, try to create quality content, and that's all I can do. You know, I do a lot of adventuring and I just show my life. Everything is real that you see, you know. I'm not living any illusions. I don't live like some Hollywood star, none of that kind of crap. I'm out here with the people every day. I'm happiest in nature. Like, I love being outside. At some point in my far future, I'm absolutely certain that living outside is the way to be. Like, except in the winter time when it's cold. There's no reason, you know, once I reach retirement age that I can't just stay in my car all the time and just go wherever I want, city to city to city, and just call the whole world my home. Travel across the world, go to Africa, New Zealand, Australia, anything, anywhere. Why not? There's so many wonderful people out there, and I want to meet them and have fun, even if I have to work every day of my life to enjoy it. Even if I have to work my fingers till they bleed to pay for it. I'll make my dreams happen one way or another. And if I never make a dime doing this, I'll still enjoy doing it, and I'll still do it. I'll still film the whole thing. You people will all get to still see it. It doesn't matter if I get paid or not. One way or another, this is what I do, and I love it. Any way you look at it, even when there's an audience of one, I'm still practicing. I'm still getting used to my craft. Getting used to talking, getting used to being comfortable with who I am, articulating my thoughts quickly and easily, knowing what you're thinking and being so brutally honest that you never filter. You just speak. You've created a system like I have in my mind where you can hold back swearing, you can hold back things that you shouldn't, and you can just freely say what's on your mind because your head is not filled with a bunch of useless crap that other people have filled it with. I think retirement age in Canada is like 65. But if we can get this stuff here at least paying the very bare minimum enough to cover my basic expenses so I can live and then help a few people out, I'm happy about that. That would be enough for me. And if we blow it into something even bigger than that, then we're going to help thousands of people. Like, I have all these crazy ideas on how to help people. I even know which people are getting my help first. It's just a matter of growing it to the point where we can do something with it. It's not easy to be accepted by society. Society is very judgmental. I get that. Trust is not, it's not an easy thing. Especially when so many things are fake in this world. Everywhere I turn, it's just another illusion, another person trying to take advantage of me, another person trying to figure out their angle so that they can draw from my energy for themselves and in some way that actually destroys me. So I'm very careful with my energy. I'm not letting anybody take from me anymore. Yeah, the last time I went all the way along this edge, all the way to those rocks you see right there at the corner of that cove. And where there's like a diagonal rock just off to the right there is where there was a tiny bit of algae on my shoe and I slipped. Luckily I didn't land in the water. I was able to catch myself, but a person with less experience would have definitely got severely injured. No, I'm not heading out that way today. It looks too nasty. Look at that water. I don't even want that touching me. It's beautiful though. The color isn't, but it's getting filtered because it's going over that tree. But that shit's nasty. Almost 2 o'clock already. This day is rolling by. It's funny how this filming stuff can really take up the whole day. Like, I've been up since 6. I slept pretty good, honestly, man. I felt really safe in the spot that I found. I'm definitely going to go back to that spot again. And now that I know how to find a spot, look, it's going to be easy to find a spot anywhere. Because honestly, nobody cares. Nobody cares what you're doing. Nobody. We walk around with all these preconceptions that everyone's looking at you and they care and this and that. I'm telling you, you could see the same people every single day and they won't even notice most things. Like, I pierced my nose and lip, and most people didn't even recognize it or even realize it. They noticed the tattoo. Big ass tattoo in the middle of the throat's hard to miss. Yeah, if you're clumsy, do not do any kind of rock climbing without someone who knows what they're doing, or you will definitely get hurt. Even the people that I bring with me, I'll only let them do certain climbs. And I've had someone recently, literally, if I didn't turn around and save his life, he was gonna walk face forward right off a cliff. Like, spatial awareness is big. And I know I'm the same. With the phone in my hand, you're like constantly, you're looking at it, you're trying to see the words, and you're trying to interact with people, but you're also trying to see where you're going. This is a nice spot. Let's get some shade over here and just chill out here for a minute. I don't want any of that water touching me. Oh yeah, this is a chill little spot. Toronto's right across. I can see it with my eye. I don't think you can see it with the camera. I hope it lets me leave this video behind because that's 45 minutes. That sound just gets me. All right, I'm gonna drop off YouTube and I'm gonna switch over to Instagram and click that for about 10 minutes just to get something on there, just to get another video out there, right? Why not? This one's already hit 47 minutes. I appreciate you joining. I appreciate any likes, comments. That really helps me out. We're gonna be switching this live over to Instagram, so you can find me on Instagram, 2Gstyles, small G, all small letters. I'm switching over there. I'll be live on Instagram in like 1 minute, literally. So yeah, if you're interested, come on over. We're doing the same thing we're doing right here. We're just moving to Instagram. We got a TikTok ban today. I was testing my new internet and I had the live camera facing me and they instantly restricted me. So we're doing this today. Hey, we needed to try this anyway, so it's another opportunity to practice. So I'll see you over on Instagram. 2Gstyles out. Peace and love.